Greetings, Emissaries, and welcome back to another installment of our Weapons Spotlight Showcase, a series where we break down some of the various changes made to particular weapons that are planned for the final release of Archthrones. I'm your host, StrugglerVA, and this time around we've got another exclusive weapon to show off alongside a large number of changes to the following weapons: Great Machete, Jessa's Gavel, and the Greatsword weapon class. Our exclusive weapon for today's spotlight is the Odachi. With that out of the way, let's begin. The Great Machete is, without a doubt, a weapon that exists within the hit dark fantasy RPG Dark Souls 3. I don't have much to say about this weapon other than it's quite unremarkable from a balance standpoint. Sharing its entire moveset with 5 of 6 other great axes doesn't do it any favors either. The icing on the gas station Little Debbie is the fact that it has one of the most boring and uninspired weapon arts of all time. These contributing factors make this weapon ideal for collecting dust in your inventory until the fire finally fades and darkness enshrouds the world. No more words are needed to describe the Great Machete. Instead, let me tell you how we've altered this weapon. Firstly, when one-handed, its heavy attacks have been changed to a horizontal sweep. This was done to further vary its attack motions, as most of the attacks belonging to the Great Axe weapon class are entirely vertical, making you excessively vulnerable to strafing and flat-out missing. Next, when two-handed, its light attack chain has been altered to use the light attack chain present on Great Axes in Elden Ring. This offers a swifter approach to the standard Great Axe moveset, reducing the vulnerability you experience when swinging these weapons around. Additionally, we've also fixed the glitch that prevents players from getting a true combo off their first two-handed light attack. Next, its two-handed heavy attack has been changed to a downward slam, similar to the attacks possessed by the manservants outside of the cathedral, which this weapon belongs to. This offers an excellent answer to close-range encounters, as the horizontal positioning of the blade makes it hard to miss at closer ranges. Lastly, its weapon art has been changed to Warcry, with a small twist. During your Warcry buff, when one-handed, its heavy attacks are changed to the original Warcry heavy attacks from Dark Souls 3, providing an excellent gap closer to a weapon class that otherwise struggles to get up close. When two-handed, however, its heavy attacks are changed to its Elden Ring counterpart, a stationary downward chop that possesses incredible amounts of poise. This serves as an excellent defensive attack to contrast its offensive one-handed counterpart. Additionally, like Elden Ring, this attack inflicts high amounts of stun, allowing you to true combo a light attack after you land this attack successfully. That's pretty much it for Great Machete. Although the changes are rather minimal, they alter the playstyle and game plan of this weapon enough to stand out from the other weapons in its class. Let's move on to our next weapon. If you haven't played the demo, Jessa's Gavels are an exclusive weapon to Archthrones, obtained from the merchant Ebrius after killing Jessa in cold blood. Like many weapons in the demo, this weapon lacked a lot of polish and personality. Aside from being possibly the smallest great hammer in the history of Souls titles, this weapon had quite literally nothing different from the standard great hammer moveset. While we could have just changed it to a mace and called it a day, we wanted to go the extra mile and give this weapon the personality it deserves. Firstly, this weapon is now a paired weapon. While its one-handed moveset is mostly the same, the real magic happens when you two-hand the weapon. Its light attack chain is quite swift, as it has to be in order to compensate for its rather short range. Its two-handed heavy attacks vary quite a bit as well. The release of your heavy attack transitions into a swift, advancing slam. This attack travels a great distance, providing an excellent gap closer to get you into ideal range. Additionally, this attack also provides poise, ensuring you can shrug off most lesser attacks while in motion. When fully charged, your heavy attack is a powerful lunging strike that provides incredible amounts of poise alongside incredible root motion, ideal for bulldozing your way into your opponent's personal space to start dealing some serious damage. Its paired light attack chain is slightly slower than its right-handed light attacks, but they possess poise to make up for it. This provides an excellent trading tool to help establish your presence at closer ranges. They demand immediate respect from smaller and faster weapons, as trading with these weapons is asking for trouble. Lastly, its weapon art, Silencing Roar, forces a vow of silence to its caster and any other targets within its range, granting you an opportunity to close in on spellcasters and go on the offensive. That's about it for the Jessa Gavels. Let's move on to Greatswords. The Greatsword weapon class has undergone a complete overhaul to its two-handed moveset. Its vertical light attacks have been swapped out for a mostly horizontal attack chain. This immediately makes Greatswords far less susceptible to strafing. Like many design choices in Archthrones, this change was inspired by Dark Souls 2, specifically its rendition of the Greatsword weapon class. These changes also made these weapons far more proficient at dealing with multiple enemies, as its horizontal attack chain excels at crowd control. To account for this change, the two-handed heavy attack has been altered to a vertical slam, allowing for the same variety in attack direction as its vanilla counterpart. This attack has exceptionally high root motion, making it incredible for roll catching as well as gap closing. Just to keep things interesting, there are a few alternative movesets scattered across these weapons. Our aim was to diversify the way in which you approach combat situations with this weapon type. We hope these changes will add enough variance to an otherwise bloated weapon class. That concludes the Greatsword section. Let's continue to the Odachi. The Odachi is an exceptionally long blade of Eastern origin. It belongs to a subclass of curved greatswords some might recognize as the Great Katana. As one might expect, this weapon subclass is nearly identical to the Great Katana found in the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC from Elden Ring. For the uninitiated, this type of weapon boasts incredible range and dizzying speed, enabling players to maximize off both offensive and defensive playstyles. Belonging to the curved greatsword weapon class, this weapon type possesses a retreating slash as its unique forward R1. Like the heavy thrusting sword weapon class, this weapon type can also true combo a forward R1 off a successful running attack, given your attack lands at the correct range. Lastly, for the Odachi specifically, its weapon art is a reimagined version of the Oni Slayer weapon art found on the Onikiri and Ubadachi. This weapon art functions identically to its katana counterpart, leaping high into the air with increased poise before bringing down a devastating slash that inflicts a headshot. This leaves your opponent stunned for a long enough time that you can follow up with a light attack to cash out on some extra damage. We hope you look forward to terrorizing each other with this weapon in the final release. And with that, today's weapon spotlight has come to an end. Thank you for watching, thank you for your continued support, and we hope you stick around for the final release. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on our other social media platforms so you can stay up to date on any Archthrones related news. If you want to support us, the links to our Ko-fi and Patreon are in the description as always. Until next time.